How's it, guys? Welcome to my home studio. My name is Kelly, and on my channel I like to share with you folks planner videos, art videos, crafts, DIYs, mixed media, my recipe nook planner, Happy Meal hauls, and sometimes I will throw in a lifestyle video just to keep things fun. So in this video I'd like to share with you folks my bullet journal spreads for October. Now I always do the same layouts, at least for this year anyway, for this planner, because I use my Bujo specifically for my fountain pen ink logs, as well as my Allie Edwards notes that I take for One Little Word, because I do participate in that workshop, and it is a year-long workshop. So I like to take my notes in my Bujo. I just take messy notes. And then on the calendars that I make, I record my weights and measurements and things of that nature. So once it's after the pen, I do not share. But I do share how I set up my grids. And then I decorate them differently, just depending on what turns me on, basically, at the moment, if you will. So this is my cover that I pre-ordered it back in April from Baumkuchen, and this is the large one. It fits the A5 size, and this is it says Standard and Strong, the Superior Labor. So I love this leather cover. It zips all the way around, as you can see. It has this pull right here, so it completely closes. This is very fine leather. I finally got this in August, so it was well worth the wait. I'm glad that I pre-ordered it. I also got the matching pen pouch, which I have downstairs. So I've decked it out just a little bit for fall, and I've added some die cuts and scrapbook paper that I laminated. And this is my Bulletjournal 1917. And this is the back. It does have a zipper pocket, so you can use this as a wallet or however you like. So for this spread, like I said, here's just a little random spread I did. It's a poem by Bo Taplin. But and here is my fountain pen ink log, as it were. I do like to keep track of, you know, the different ink that I have in which particular pen. So I love this forest black for this time of year, made by Platinum, and I have that inked up in my Monteverde Regatta Sport fountain pen, Northern Lights, limited edition, medium nib. I love, love, love. I can show you the pen. This is it. This is my fountain pen. It's very beautiful. I haven't used it in a while, so hopefully it's not dry. This is gorgeous. So, there's that. Okay, guys, so for this spread, I am going to do 2 spreads like I always do, and I chose these colors. These are my Gelatos, and it's sort of a moss green, and this is a light orange color. Thought they would be fun together. Okay, scratch the orange. I'm going to use the ochre. That's what I think I will use instead. Yay! I love those 2 colors together and separately, for that matter. So I also pulled out my Tombow 0.3 mono drawing pen to do my grids. So obviously I'm going to take this out of my planner because I'm going to get messy. and I don't want to get gelato and water all over my leather, you know. So I like to use the Tim Holtz craft mat just to protect my surface. Works like a champ. Now if I so decide to pull out some gesso or whatever, I will let you know. But I'm just going to go in randomly with these colors and just see what I come up with. And I'm feeling circles. So I'm just going to start putting color down. Just randomly. And this is gorgeous. I love it. You know, sometimes you just want to work with different elements. So it's very fun and relaxing, actually. So basically, I'm just going to lay down the color where I want it. And then I will rub it in, and I will maybe add some water to it. And I'm going to get messy, and I don't mind. It's fun. To me, that's part of the fun. Don't want to waste any of that. Can you see that nicely? Okay. Now this has no rhyme or reason, so basically it's abstract. A little bit of circular motion going on. So that's the beauty of creating, in my opinion. I highly recommend trying these. They do have these at Michael's. So, and you can just buy one, see if you like it. In your favorite color or whatever. I love this combination. Oh my goodness. Can you not? Oh. Guys. Go try these. They also have crayons. Like wax crayons and things like that that are basically the same. And Recollections even sells some like waxy crayons like these, which is the Michael's brand, in case you're not familiar. One of them, anyway. So I think this is going to be a really cute backdrop. I really want you to see that. You know, for my spreads. I've used Gelatos before my Bujo. I have a playlist. You can check it out if you're interested. And I do a pink and lavender and blue spread. Super fun. And I did cover that with gesso. It just makes your paper stronger. And then I also covered it with something similar that just coats it so the pages don't stick together once you have the book closed. So you'll probably end up doing that. I keep that over there in a drawer, and I will go get that. You know, because I don't use it every day. Really, I just use whatever I feel like doing at the moment, you know? Look at that color. It's so pretty, don't you think? JoJo mentioned that she liked these colors too, so she refers to this as sage. I just like to say mossy green because for me, my yard, it's covered in moss. A lot of it. Not the whole thing, but a lot of it. So that's what always comes to mind for me. Get back over here for you folks. Your kids would probably, if you have kids, or you're an auntie, you know, they would absolutely have a ball playing with gelatos. Okay, so basically I've laid down color on this whole thing. And I do also do 2 spreads, like I said. Just like the original writer Carol, who, you know, is the originator of the Bujo style. I do the second grid like that on this side. So basically, I don't want to bore anybody, so I'm just going to lay down color over here. So if you want to go fast forward that part, you can. But just for posterity, I'll just record me doing it. In normal time. Just do this one a little different, I think. Hope you can see everything. And I will be using my craft heat it tool to dry everything once I add some water and get into it. So just trying to think, because I want to do something different. I just dig that. It's so interesting to me. So on this side, maybe we'll do the smaller one here, and then the rest will be the ochre color, and have it on opposite ends of the spectrum. And this does spread just dry as well, so FYI. Love it. And trust me, it's very relaxing. I find it relaxing personally, just to do this in itself. I have a different angle going on because I think it's interesting to look at the pens myself. So yeah, I thought I felt a paper clip there. Let me just take her out. Cult Pen sent me a whole bag of those for free from Europe. I ordered a couple inks from them. The Diamine Shimmer, because for some odd reason they don't carry the Shimmer brand anywhere that I found. So I ordered it. One's called Robert and one's called Maureen, and they are stunning. Absolutely stunning. Now it doesn't matter how you do this. As you can see, I'm totally being messy. So. And I want to get all the excess off because I am messy. Intentionally just doing my thing. Because I don't want to waste it. So some of the pieces have flaked off. And we're going to get to the fun part of rubbing in and adding water. Don't you worry. Or another fun aspect of it, anyway. I just want to make sure you're in focus. Oops, that's upside down. But feel free to fast forward if you're not interested in this kind of art of slow living, as it were. And the beauty of the technology in this day and age. But for those who are interested and like seeing this, this is how I'm rolling. Okay, I think we're good, at least for now. Let me get all the excess up as much as I can. Technical difficulty. Go in, baby. Okay, well, I'm not going to close the lid all the way because I don't want it to get stuck in the tippy top. Well, that's good. Okay, I love, love, love this craft mat because, as you can see, I've put it up on the lips so I don't get everything down there wet when I spray. Because I am going to liquefy this. You might just start like that. Just simply go in. It's so fun playing with this. I don't want it too wet, that's why I'm just spraying my fingers. I have used this before, like I said. Many techniques are out there, so you just choose what you like to do. But this isn't watercolor paper, and I did not treat the paper with gesso or anything. So, I don't want it too wet, even though I am going to dry it. But look at that. I mean, it just blends like butter. And if the colors mix together, I am perfectly fine with that. I think it's beautiful, really. Yeah, it's much better if you are just using, like me, your Bulletjournal 1917, to spray it on your hands, your fingers. It really helps preserve your paper. Because the last time I did it, I sprayed the whole paper, so from that experience. But I did treat it with gesso, the paper, so it could stand up to it. But still and yet. And I don't mind if it transfers to the following pages. That doesn't bother me. That just adds to the beauty, to me. Okay. I think that looks really cute. Now for the moss. And we don't want that line. So I'm just going to try to blend that in nicely. So it's not as harsh. Okay, and that's it for that one. Beautiful. Yeah, but kids will certainly like playing with this. Okay, I'm just going to dry it with my Tim Holtz craft dryer and I shall return, okay? Okay, this is what this side turned out like. Very cute. Now, for the first page that I did. I'm going to go in to the ochre first because I want to maintain some semblance of my circles. And I think it will be much easier to do that by doing the ochre first. And this is really simple, but it does something. So I could add stamps or doodling or whatever, but I'm just gonna, leave it as is. And being as ginger as I can, so because I don't want to rip the page since I did not treat it. Carry some of that water over. And blend it nicely, hopefully. Okay, that's good. I'm not aiming for perfection or anything, so. But I do want to try to blend as much as I can. Cute. And putting those leftover pieces on the page, I think that adds something interesting to it as well. So I'm not mad about it. Okay, that side is good to go. Okay, and now last but not least, just the little circles. I just want to blend those out a little. Very nice. I'm happy with this. Now I do have some bleed through from the previous month, but that's alright. I don't mind. Okay, so I'm just going to dry this and then I shall return. Can you see that okay? Sorry for the glare, guys. There. Okay. Okay, guys, I have out my Tim Holtz ruler and my mono 0.3, and I'm going to make my grids, and then I will bring it back and show you. Okay, guys, I am back. This is a final look at my spread. I think it's quite lovely. This is my October spread, and this is the grid, my monthly grid, as it were. And the Tombow Mono wasn't working over the Gelatos well. It stopped working, so I just pulled out one of my actually brush markers that I know works over the Gelatos. I got this a few years ago, and this is the Pigma FB Sakura, made in Japan. It is a brush lettering pen. I have several. I got a bunch of these from Jet Pens before I even started filming videos, but in any event, it has no problem going over the Gelatos, so it works. And then I did my lettering for October. I use a certain font. I've been doing it since I was about 15 or 16, and that is my style, personally. And I started doing it again the other day. I've done it here and there over the years, but, you know, the more you do it, the more my hand just remembers doing it from when I was 15, like I said. It's 15, 16. So there's that, and I love how it looks. I always have. It's my signature font, if you will. My personal one. So I dig it. And I use squares as the circles in between the letters. That's how I roll. Like when I do my hearts, I always put a square in there or an apple or what have you. So in any event, I think it turned out nicely. I like it. I love these colors. They are beautiful. And then this, again, I did my personal font here, and I did the traditional Writer Carol spread, as I do, bullet journal style, in the Bujo points, as it were. So I think that turned out cool. I really like that. So this is everything. Okay, guys, I thank you ever so kindly for joining me, and if you like what you saw, I hope that you do consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Happy planning, guys. Peace out.